Hey guys, what's going on? Nerd Herd here, back again with what is now week 8 of the podcast. Around 2 months of this podcast. If you've watched every one, God bless you. Alright, let's just get into it. So with Marvel, so Avengers Endgame, the original title was Infinity Gauntlet. And, obviously we knew it was Infinity War Part 2, and then somewhere around the line they were like, well, Infinity Gauntlet. And it was Infinity Gauntlet for actually a very long time. Until, very long down the production, they were like, well, let's make it Endgame. And the reason they did this, was because it was a very distinct and different tone from Infinity War, so that's why they changed the name. But Infinity Gauntlet, the comic, is what Infinity War was based off of. And yeah, if my memory is correct, and then if my memory is correct, Infinity War was similar to Endgame. So they did some reshuffling with the Marvel dates. That was my stomach, if you heard that, sorry. So New Mutants is now coming out in April of 2020, which is 2 years after its original release date of 2018. Which, now that the Fox deal is coming out, speculation has me thinking that this might be Kevin Feige trying to make it MCU connected, so they're going to do some research to try to get it into the MCU. Which is that's my hope and why there's getting reshoots, because they want it MCU-ish. So Gambit is basically, they're done with Gambit, this movie that was supposed to come out 2014, because they scrapped its release date and they didn't give it a new one. So Gambit movie, that's out the window. Maybe we'll see it, but I doubt we'll see a Gambit movie, and if we do, it'll be many, many years over at Marvel Studios. So there's a rumor that the Nova movie is back in development. It was in development a few years ago, and they stopped it because, they have a lot of scripts. I'll talk about a new one in a second. But yeah, so this Nova one, I love the character Nova. It's a semi-similar character to Captain Marvel, and because of that, I really hope that means that they're gonna do Nova right, and it's gonna be Captain Marvel, but better. So there's a rumor going around that the Thunderbolts is happening. It's getting a trilogy that includes Abomination and Zemo, but people are saying it could be like a new actor for Zemo. Yeah, and it's gonna get a trilogy. So, that's cool. Thunderbolts would be a fun trilogy. Yeah. So, Phase 4 details or speculation and guessing that's saying at D23 there's going to be possible release stuff for the MCU for Phase 4, which is cool. We can wait after Spider-Man Far From Home. Phase 4, we'll get an idea. So Chris Evans is credited in the Spider-Man Far From Home actors, which is really weird. And so let's talk about what we think he's going to be. I think it'll probably be some sort of cameo in the beginning. Because what would be really cool if it starts at the funeral, and then the whole scene we see where he's in the trailer, where we'll talk about the trailer later, but while Peter Parker is crying, Happy's in a suit. What I think is it directly starts right at the funeral in Endgame. That's why Cap's there. We're going to see a lot of these actors. Spider-Man leaves, he's on the plane with Happy, they're talking, they get home, and that's when the movie picks up. That's what I think is going to happen. But, so Kevin Feige, he calls the future of the MCU distinct and says what's coming next will surprise us greatly. Yeah, I think every movie's going to feel different. It's not going to be I think it won't be like one complete storyline, but I do think it'll work well. So Ty Simpkins, he played Harley Quinn in Iron Man 3. He was that kid. He wants to play Iron Lad, which would be really cool. Sets up the new Avengers. We already have Cassie Lang going. I think it'd be a really cool idea. Alright, DC News. So, Jared Leto, he wants to play the Joker again. And if they would let him, he would do it, but he says only if the script works and his character's good. Jared Leto, we're never going to see you again. Sorry, you're never going to play the Joker again unless they bring you back for like Suicide Squad 3. If they do a third one, I really have hopes for the second one. If the second one's good, they'll probably do a third one. But yeah, besides that, you're probably done. So Swamp Thing, Season 1, the production of Season 1 is done. So now they're in the editing phase, or they're done. One of the two. We don't know. Or at least I don't. So, Star Wars. So the next trilogy, they have release dates, for the new trilogy. 3 movies. December 2022, December 2024, and December 2025. But they don't know whether it's Game of Thrones or Rian Johnson, and rumors are saying that Rian Johnson trilogy is not happening. There were rumors before, and then Rian Johnson was like, those aren't true, but then new rumors are surfacing. So, it's probably going to be Game of Thrones. I hope it's Game of Thrones. I'd rather see that than Rian Johnson's, and I hope it's Old Republic, because I need Old Republic in my life. Alright, let's get on to trailers. There were a lot of trailers this week. Most of them were pretty short, though. So let's talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. First of all, this movie looks really funny. I'm really into this movie. The whole multiverse idea is cool because what a lot of people are speculating is that Secret Wars is going to be the next giant event, because Thanos, he tried to wipe out one universe. Why not do something where all universes are at stake? And you can look out from my channel after Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm going to be uploading a video of the future of the MCU after Phase 3. Everything that I think. I'm so positive it's going to be Secret Wars, and I'm going to tell you the journey of all the movies up to Secret Wars. So look out for that on my channel, link in description. But, anyway, yeah, so the multiverse is really cool. The whole Iron Man thing. One of the lines Peter says is like, the world needs a new Iron Man. I really don't want Peter to become Iron Man. And I think we know that's not going to be the case because he's about to get pulled out of the MCU as Spider-Man. But, okay. So, I just had a thought while I was talking to you guys on this. Alright. So, I don't want Spider-Man to be Iron Man. But I think one thing if he does, that's a loophole. Think about it. They're taking Spider-Man out of the MCU. But if Peter Parker, Spider-Man, becomes Iron Man, he's still in the MCU. They don't have to come up with a stupid ending for him, unless they kill him, because one of the things, Fishbowl guy, I can't remember his name, but one of the things he says is, people end up dying. What if he died? Boom, out of the MCU. But he could become Iron Man. I don't want him to. I want them to find a new line. Iron Lad, like I was talking about earlier, would be cool. But I don't think Peter Parker should become Iron Man. But that's what they could do. So one of the things I really loved about Spider-Man Homecoming was it was more grounded. It wasn't end of the world. And so, from one perspective, this whole end-of-the-world thing in this Spider-Man Far From Home, it's like really dramatic, end-of-the-world stuff with the elementals. You could say, well, one of the great things about Spidey is he's more grounded. So that's what I don't like. But then I was thinking about it, I looked at it from another perspective. It shows him his growth as a superhero. He went from friendly neighborhood to becoming an Avenger to now saving the world. So, I'm still not sure how I feel about the end of the world being the stakes of this movie, because I really liked how Spider-Man Far From Home, it wasn't end of the world. But also, I could understand if it's about the growth of the character. I get that. So, Visually, though, this looks amazing. That's the only other thing I want to say. It's just, it looks really cool. So let's talk about the Legion Season 3 trailer. Visually, it looks stunning. I liked that there was a Parks and Rec actor. I haven't seen any of Legion, so I can't really give you my opinions on, oh, there was that character, there was that character. I just want you to, guys, I want to let you guys know that that's out there. So if you watch this, you didn't know it was out there. Boom, now you know. That's how I thought about it. So the Watchmen Season 1 trailer. It looks really interesting, the whole TikTok thing. It looks like a cultural show, mystery show. It looks really cool. I haven't read any of the Watchmen stuff, but it looks really different from any of the other superhero stuff we've got. So I haven't read any Watchmen or watched the movie, but it looks really good. I believe it's a HBO. I don't have, right? Yeah, HBO. I don't have HBO, so I'm not going to watch it, but it is out there. I recommend watching the trailer and watching it if you have HBO, because it looks really cool. So we got the It Chapter 2 trailer. I've not seen the first It. I'm not really a horror guy, but it does, from my opinions on it, it was a solid trailer. It looks good and scary. That's all I really have to say about it. Like I said, I haven't seen the first one, so I can't say, or read the book for that matter, so I can't say, well, based on the book, I can't do that. But it did look good. So Swamp Thing, Water Embrace, 30-second trailer. The Swamp and Swamp Thing look great. That's all it really you have to say about it. It was very short. It just showed the girl main character who was like, the swamp's weird. Sometimes you fall in love with a monster. Sounded just like that, which I thought was cool. Which it basically gives you the plot. She's in love with the monster, but the monster hates. It is getting hunted. Your basic monster show. But yeah, so that looks really cool. Not gonna get DC Universe though, so I'm never gonna review it. So we got a Krypton mobile trailer. So visually, the whole scenery, all of Krypton looks so amazing. That's what I love about this show. Okay, so this season as a whole, the trailer looks really good. I like the way this trailer looks. Someone who thought Season 1 of Krypton started really strong and then got really weak, and it got really boring because there was not enough action, and the action was, again, really weak. This season does look good. I'm not going to revisit this show just because I did not like Season 1. Maybe I'll give it a second shot, but I doubt it. So, yeah. That's our trailers. Now let's talk about music. We got I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. Wow. So this song is very boring. I hate the riff of this song, the drum beat, and the lyrics are so basic. I didn't even know if it was Ed Sheeran or Justin singing, because their voices were so similar that they didn't give anything new to the song that hadn't been done before, just because of how similar their songs their voices sound. So I give this song like a 1. I don't like this song. So then we have the album Confessions of a Dangerous Mind by Logic. Okay, so this is a review / rant about rap albums. Okay, so I can't listen to rap albums. Like, I can't sit down and listen to a full rap album. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the fact that I like a certain style of rap, and people like Logic are he's a very talented rapper, but there's these songs where it's like very slow, and then it's like really fast. The pacing of rap albums are weird, so I can't sit down and listen to it. I enjoy it. I listened to about half of it, and then I was like, I can't finish this album. So I enjoyed a lot of the songs that I listened to, though. I just don't think I can sit down to a rap album. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the different pacings of songs, stuff like that. But it's an enjoyable album. Logic does a great job. He had a lot of what are they called? Not assists, but people jump on in the songs. Not covers. Whatever. Eminem was there. Yanbi. What is his name? Oh, Cordae. Same thing. Or YB and Cordae, or whatever. But yeah. So this album, strong from what I heard. Maybe I'll go back to it, but I doubt it. So last thing I wanted to... Actually, not the last thing, but one of the last topics... Oh, no, wait. I'm crazy. Okay, so TV shows. Let's talk about the show Limitless. This is a newer show. I think it was 2017. It has one season. I don't believe it got picked up for a second one, but I don't know. So this show, I have 2 more episodes left. The finale episodes, which I probably could have waited till next week to give you my final opinion. I really like this show. It's a great cop show. The mysteries are great and fun to watch. I love the plot, the overarching plot, because you never really know what's going to happen because they change stuff that works really well. The first episode, I thought the main plot was what I saw, and then it was just the episode, and then there was this another plot that they just opened up and it sprawled out. It was really good. It can be very funny. Some of the jokes are really flat, though. But overall, this show is just very enjoyable. I like this show. I hope it did get a second season. I don't know. But yeah, I give like a 8 or 9 out of 10. It's very good. Okay, so let's talk about movies. So Disney just released a movie slate up to, I believe it was 2027. So let's talk about it. So 2019 movies. 5/24/19, we have Aladdin. 6/7/19, we have Dark Phoenix. 6/21/19, we have Toy Story 4. 7/12, we have Stuber. I don't know what that is. 7/19, we have The Lion King. 8/9, The Art of Racing in the Rain. 8/23, Ready or Not. 9/20, Ad Astra. 10/4, The Woman in the Window. 10/8, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, a movie that none of us want, and that movie's gonna be awful. 11/15, Ford vs. Ferrari, which sounds like a really stupid car movie that's gonna do awful in the box office. 11/22, Frozen 2, another bad animated film. 12/20, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, really excited for this. 12/25, Spies in Disguise. Let's talk about 2020. 1/10, Underwater. 2/14, Untitled Kingsman movie. They're still making Kingsman movies, okay. 2/21, Call of the Wilds. 3/6, Onward. 3/27, Mulan. Is that a live-action Mulan? Because it's not Mulan 3, so okay. 4/3, The New Mutants, which we talked about. 5/1, Untitled Marvel film, which... these dates, if I name Untitled Marvel film, we're going to talk about these dates for... for the future of the MCU video. 5/29, Artemis Fowl. I thought we already got an Artemis Fowl. Would be Artemis Fowl 2, I don't know. 6/19, Untitled Pixar animation. I hope none of these Untitled Pixar animations are like a new Cars, because they ended the trilogy. Don't do a Toy Story. 7/3, Free Guy. 7/17, Bob's Burgers. I don't know if that's an animated film or a live action. Okay. 7/24, Jungle Cruise. 8/14, Tis Only and Only Ivan, or The One and Only Ivan, sorry. 10/9, Death on the Nile. 11/6, Untitled Marvel. 11/6, Ron's Gone Wrong. 11/25, Untitled Disney Animation. 12/18, West Side Story. I'm excited for that. That'll probably be good. 12/23, Disc Cruella. Alright, 2021 films. Untitled Marvel film on 2/12. 3/5, Nimona. 3/12, Untitled Disney Live Action. 5/7, Untitled Marvel. 5/28, Untitled Disney Live Action. 6/18, Untitled Pixar Animation. 7/9, Untitled Indiana Jones. We've talked about it in previous podcasts. 7/30, Untitled Disney Live Action. 10/8, Untitled Disney Live Action. 11/5, Untitled Marvel. 11/24, Untitled Disney Animation. 12/17, Avatar 2, a movie none of us asked for, none of us asked for, none of us want, but we're getting anyway because it's easy money. 218 Untitled Marvel, 318 Untitled Pixar, 56 Untitled Marvel, 527 Untitled Disney Live Action, 617 Untitled Marvel, 78 Untitled Disney Live Action, 729 Untitled Marvel, 107 Untitled Disney Live Action, 114 Untitled Disney Live Action, 1123 Untitled Disney Animation, 1216 Untitled Star Wars, 2023 films, 217 Untitled Disney Live Action, 1222 Avatar 3, 2024 films, 1220 Untitled Star Wars film, 2025 1219 Avatar 4, 2026 1218 Untitled Star Wars, and 2027 1217 Fox movie Avatar 5. There you go, that's the slate. You probably just looked it up, you didn't have to listen to me ramble. Now the last thing I want to talk about. So there's this thing in my town called the Auction Allegro, where you go to this country club place and you buy things at an auction. And one of the things they had up is, let me just grab it, The Amazing Spider-Man 56 Spidey Joins Doc Ock, where they team up. One of the original copies that was sold in the store, the original thing. So that's really cool. So that's going up in my nerd shrine somewhere, which I've changed, by the way. I don't know if I showed you the picture on the podcast. I'm pretty sure I have. But that I changed it a little bit. It's funny, too, because I have a poster of one of the covers, not like the actual comics, like a giant poster of The Amazing Spider-Man 153. But anyway, yeah, so that's really cool. So that's the podcast. Very short this week. I don't know how the edit's gonna do. I'm really, not motivated. But if you made it to the end, now you know something new. Next week, I'm going to figure out how to live stream. It's not going to be my face. It's going to be pictures, but it's going to be live. And I'm going to click on the pictures or whatever so you see. I'm going to figure out how to do it. So I don't have to spend hours upon hours editing, and so it's easier on me. And you guys can hear it live, and I can read your comments as I do it, because that's more fun to me. So thank you guys for listening. Like, subscribe, comment. Goodbye. Get it to 23 minutes. 2, 1, bye.